really want you to kind of talk a little bit about what your recruiting classes are beginning to look like in the world of the transfer portal. What type of athletes are going to be able to find their way to Liberty University?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think the biggest thing to start with is there's a lot of balls in the air for us as college coaches and recruiters right now. And I think the big thing is for us to be able to look at our roster and continue to try to add depth and try to add pieces that we feel like can allow us to compete at the highest level. How that looks, I think it changes from year to year. I think you look at your roster and you can keep yourself older in some critical positions, maybe shortstop or catcher. But you can also, I think there's a lot out there right now for the high school recruit that thinks we're all going to just use the transfer portal and there's not a place for or the spots are limited for high school players. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think there's a lot out there that we have to sort through, but at the end of the day, when there's talent and it's young, that's the most exciting thing for coaches. And for us to be able to develop kids in our program and look at how that talent plays into getting on the field for us sooner rather than later and what that looks like down the road, that's the ultimate challenge. But at the end of the day, we all want good young players. And if we can continue to add good young players in a recruiting class and sprinkle in some kids from the transfer portal that help us stay where we want to stay, then that's what we'll do.